Hey guys, still here and welcome back to Wargame. I'm going to be doing a small deck review for a deck that I designed specifically for Hwan Harbor, and it is pretty much entirely built around the Navy SEALs. I consider the Navy SEALs with their grenade launcher to be one of the few Blue 4 units that can go toe-to-toe with Legion and Spetsnaz and the likes, and the rest of the deck is going to be built around that. So, these guys are good at dealing with enemy infantry, but they are not that good at dealing with enemy vehicles. So I need to have some sort of units that can support that. So that's going to be some of the other infantry like Delta Force. 18 AP should be enough to go through any vehicle of the APC type. Tanks are going to be a different issue, but I'm not really expecting tanks in the middle of Hwan Harbor. So we should be fine with that. Light Riflemen as a more standoff solution, again, not really that good against tanks, but they will be doing plenty of damage against transports, and especially those like the BTR-90 with the grenade launcher, they need to go down fast. And then a couple of Riflemen 90, I don't expect that I'll be needing these, but I had a few points to spare. Vehicles, Convats for support, Zippos, I don't think I'll be able to use these, but I have them in my toolkit as a sort of fallback position where I can use them either to build a napalm wall, or to use the napalm wall to then use the ensuing smoke to get out of a position. And as for other support, a couple of helos, some air power, and some support units in the form of mortars, avengers, and chaparrals. Alright, and that is it. Let's have a look at the map. I hope I'm going to be getting some support down in the middle, because while the Navy SEALs are good, they're also quite expensive. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be running with a fob on this one. I have plenty of logistics trucks, and the Navy SEALs don't take up that much supply, so for a 10v10 tactical, I'd say 1, maybe 2 fobs. That should be plenty. And I wonder how this is going to go, because this is going to be the first time that I will be using this deck. Okay, let's see where everybody's going. I'll indicate I'll go mid with my infantry. Actually, maybe not mid, maybe slightly more to the left. We got SASR 22 going there. Oh, we already have the first quitter. Okay. I'll go here. Ninja 67 left the game. That's 2 Redfor right at the start of the game, just like that. Alright. Now, I have 8 of these gentlemen. I cannot afford to buy all of them. And I'm also going to need some other support against those vehicles, as mentioned. He's going there. That should be plenty for the middle, especially if we have somebody providing air support. All AFK? What the fuck's he on about? Horde will come here with Legion 90. Okay, so we already know about that. If that is correct, that is. Now I'm going to be bringing one group of light riflemen 90, parking them in this structure if I can make it that far, to neutralize any vehicle that could be threatening the surrounding area here. So I got, let's say, 2 very good anti-infantry units, 2 rather good anti-infantry units, 1 anti-tank. I won't have enough funds to buy any sort of AA. Well, I can get a pivats, but that really won't impress anyone. Alternatively, I can get a couple of cargo trucks, so I'm going to go with that. We have 2 fobs, that should be plenty then. That might allow me to buy 1 more seal. It's not really what I'm hoping for, but sure. Alright, let's get going. Let's see, he says if I leave mid-game it's because my internet's crap, and that means that vk.com is going to be getting his units. I'm far down the list, so I'm not at risk of inheriting a lot of units. Something I really don't like having. Especially on tacticals like these, where every unit matters. Now, I'm going to save up a couple more points and get another group of seals, so that I can get another 2 stack. Or to get reinforcements for the guys that will undoubtedly die. On the left we have Field Marshal Wade, Celtic, Cannon, and a little bird. This is going to be interesting. 4 Scots. Scot 2s at that. You guys get to hold here. There's more incoming. Drop off and get the hell out. Alright, SEALs and Delta Force up front. Humvees, get out of here. Light Riflemen in there, SEALs in here. 58 Commandosi. Holy crap. From over here we cannot use the grenade launcher, so I'm going to have to go to the next structure. Get a bit of damage in. SASR already left the game. Damn, that was fast. Look at these Commandosi dropping. That's going well. They're dropping far faster than my guys are. Although Delta Force is taking a beating and a half. I'm going to have to withdraw these guys before they all get killed off. The Commandosi might actually get killed. Which means that I will be able to push a little bit. Yep, that's 1 stack, 2 stacks. Now for the last one. Come on, SEALs. Get these guys. Pull out. Better to withdraw than to die. Are you guys doing anything useful there? Not very. Ooh, crap. Yeah, we lost a stack of Navy SEALs. Delta, get in the building. Might be able to... Oh, fuck. So much for my SEALs. So that started out well. And then went right down the drain. How many am I fighting here? 1? Maybe 2. Let's get the cargoes away from here. So we've got 1 group of Navy SEALs. That is not a good situation to be in. Yeah, that's Comrade something, and that is the remainder of Comrade something. Oh, hold on. I was considering pushing forward, but that BMP-2 with an autocannon, they're going to slice through my units rather quickly. So let's not try that. These might be able to get a kill from here. Just a whole bunch of scratch heads that's causing me trouble. Time to bring in one of my support vehicles. Their combat. Quite reliable at dealing with enemy infantry and especially enemy transports like these, which are all suppressing my units. Let's drop off the SEALs for the moment. Oh, hello, gentlemen. The Bradleys looked like they were suppressing the Conquerors over there. Impressive that he got this far. Redfor, however, is leading by about 400 points. And until we actually clear these vehicles from the field, we'll not be able to move on to this town anymore. And the infantry that we have remaining here is going to have a rather hard day. There's the Legion 90. Oh, that's a lot of Legion 90. Here's the combat. I want the combat over here, engaging the BMP-2 and the Topaz. Maybe it'd be better for now to get another one, just to keep him at range. Because I am sure as hell not going to be winning this fight with infantry on infantry. We simply do not have enough people here. These are dying. Oh, that's a lot of Spetsnaz. Combat, get to work. These guys first. combat should be slicing through that thing pretty quick. Good work, that's one down. Take the Juk Day before they have to engage the seals. Out of line of sight because they're crossing the bridge. That's another transport killed. Looks like the Heavy Hawk was able to take out the infantry there. There's an OT-64. Come on. Kill with an infantry inside. Very nice. Not what I was expecting, but I'll happily take it. Now to wipe out a couple of the scratch heads. That's a lot of fire support that they got over there for their infantry. One down. I guess the combat pissed them off a little bit. Shit. Alright, I can send mine on there. But I'll not be able to micromanage it. Why are you shelling the forest? Navy SEAL left. At least in this section of the, let's say the cheaper area. I want you to try and engage these. Oh, they know where you are. Full back. Alright, I'm gonna have to redirect this guy. There's a reload, logistics helo coming in. Your range is 1925, so I'm gonna have to close in a little bit more. Helo's 1575. Shit. Yeah, that was to be expected. They're countering Echo. I think this game is going to be over pretty soon. Unless we can miraculously make a comeback here. We have 10 Grenadiers, 10 Legionnaires, 10 SEALs, and 5 command infantry standing by here. That is not a whole lot to keep them away. Let's get one Humvee. And one Navy SEAL. Humvee I got for the grenade launcher. Alright, drop off. They're gonna have to just walk the rest of the way here. Now I know that there's a whole bunch of Legion over there. I know there's an HGM here. But the key thing is that we don't really need to push here. As in, we don't really need to move Echo. We have Delta for the moment. Yeah, there's definitely an HGM unit in here or here. And these Scots also carry the Malutka. I don't really have anything that can reach out and touch him that far at 2450. The cheapest tank that I can field would be the Sheridan. It might be able to hit something if I get lucky with it, but otherwise it is not very useful yet. Oh, Conkers. Not sure why he's keeping his LCMs over here. Maybe to absorb enemy fire. That's a logistics truck. It's pretty dangerous using the combat over here. If I move him here, and they have short-range HGMs in there, he's done. What's that logistics unit? I don't think I can reach that. No. if I want to get it, I'm going to have to cross the river. Wow, look at these rangers. What do we got here? That's a logistics truck? No, that's definitely not a logistics truck, but it is dead. Next. Could be another Scot. Yep, definitely a Scot. Killed it. Ooh. Something just jumped here. Shit. VDV 90. Well, at least I got my money's worth out of that vehicle. So that's nice. Maybe the Sheridan can go after the transports and infantry here. Oh, there's their ATGM team. That's the one. Yeah, I might as well. At this point, he's not really going to be useful there. Pydar's team? A what? Does he mean the HGM unit? Whose controls that? Field Marshal. What are your orders, sir? Let's hold off on the HGMs for now. I know this gun is not the fastest thing to aim. And I really hope there's no other HGM unit nearby. Let's rock and roll. Yeah, we're 1400 to 2800. We're not going to win this. 16 Spetsnaz against the Cav Scouts and the ACAV. Yeah. What you got there? Is that Commandosi by any chance? That's Commandosi. Alright, move over here. We're gonna have to splash these guys with a high-end HE shell. Or at least a high-caliber one. Yep, here they come. Hit him. Decent hit. Reload. Why are you pushing with one infantry unit? Are they dead? I'm going to assume yes. Alright, they just captured the left. What you got there? More logistics. Oh, 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 oh. ATGM fire. Break line of sight. Let's try that again. Let's see how many missiles they got left. Quite a few. That's the ATGM team. That's the ATGM coming from the vehicle. Come on. No way. Ooh, that was close though. So these guys fired 4, I think, and this guy fired 2. He carries 4. Are you talking to me? He's acquiring. Fortunately, the range is maximum, so these guys will not hit. They're coming out, though. That's interesting. Do you still have ammo? If not, I'm going to try to hit you. Oh crap. Yeah, shit. They had another HGM. I really don't know what the guy means with all the Pydar's team. Okay, we're going to be getting pushed here pretty soon. Let's get a Zippo ready and a 163. I might not be able to attack, but I can make crossing that bridge as difficult as it's going to be. If I park park my Humvee here. It might be able to provide some grenade launcher support. Hold. Back up. Not into the tree line there. Yeah, this could work. Let's get the cargoes away from here. I'm expecting Spetsnaz, Lijan, maybe VDV. And I don't really expect my vehicles to be there in time. This is a good smokescreen, by the way. Really well done there. $1,200 points behind. Here they come. It's elite infantry. And we call that Motorschützen. Not the first guys I'd expected to cross that bridge, but sure. This should keep them away. Is that the translation? Come on, keep putting grenade launcher fire down on that bridge. Zippo's here now. I'll not be able to get the Spetsnaz probably. North Concourse. Whoever that was, thank you for killing that unit. Get the cargoes away from here. It's going to be challenging to find good positions to use both a grenade launcher, the Zippo, and the 163. All of these. Uh-oh. Well, that takes care of the problem of parking the Zippo. What the hell is he on about? Best AA Pydars team? Is that Russian or something? What is that? What the hell is he saying? Oh, my Navy SEALs are being overrun here. Come on, guys, fall back. I don't think I'm going to have these guys survive, actually. But I might be able to use the other units that I have left. UA fighter surrenders. This guy was complaining every single minute of the game. He scored 185 points. Interesting. One brave SEAL trying to do as much damage as he can. Not really getting any luck there. Ooh, that was close. Get out of here. How many blue do we have left? 5. Okay. They still have to go for about 1,000 points. Yeah, we're not going to win this. I'm going to try to make it as difficult as possible. VK just surrendered. If Spurwer and Field Marshal go, then it's my turn to take charge of these guys. I'm surprised this Navy SEAL survived. I really hadn't expected him to live long enough, seeing how much firepower there was coming in through that town. Fall back. I know they have, yeah, those ATGMs. So that's the end of the 163. Yeah, there's not a whole lot that I can do here. With 50 points, I could get a DAP, or sorry, a little bird, and try to shell this place with a couple of grenades, because I haven't actually seen any sort of AA so far. Well, I mean, yeah, there's this, but that's not that good against helicopters. 2,800 meter range should be less, so we should be safe here. If I get the little bird here or supporting this side. Although a MiG-25 RBF is something that I can't counter. Oh, there is one thing that could be annoying, by the way. I didn't even mean the airstrike. They could have Scrasjet. Because we saw a couple of those. Destroyed a couple with combat. Spur were surrenders. Yeah, it's pretty much done. There's 25 again. Marshal surrenders. I got a vegan. Okay. So I'm now in control of all the units in the game. Interesting. No, we're not gonna push out. Okay, 29. Yeah, this is done. Might be able to shoot down on Akula just to annoy them. But other than that, not so much. Oh, they do have AA. I stand corrected. And they were actually able to hit my little bird while they were doing it. Yeah, there goes the logistics truck. Legionnaire, do me a favor, try to get that recon tank. Oh, it's just out of range. Very, very little. Come on. Get the tank. No. No joy. So we have a Tomcat and a couple of Vegan. The Tomcat has short range AA. What are you exactly? I'm at 24. Well, that's damage. But it's not a kill. I wonder why that book isn't returning fire. Yeah, that's the command infantry. I still have command infantry here. They, judging by the amount of points that I have, will need to kill that. And somebody bought a ship or two. No, it's an LCM and a Hatsuyuki. Damn. I want to give them the win because they deserve it, but it's going to be annoying. Oh, no, actually they did buy 2 ships. Somebody got a Lafayette. See, in a previous video I mentioned that buying ships on Wanzen Harbor is generally not a good idea. Because they invested 200 points here. And another 250 over here. That's a lot of points for a game mode where every point that you get counts. So, this is 450 points that we could have spent on infantry. And in my experience, infantry generally wins you this game. It is not really that much the fire support. It's not the tanks. This is so much urban area that it's just an infantry fight. And who can manage their infantry better? Okay, they just need to get 55 points. Come on. Go and get your 55 points. 5, 10. Sorry, 15. That should be enough. There you go. That's another one. They still need to get 40 points. Come on. They should have killed the fob, so it would have been 75. Oh, he's out of fuel. Anyway, let this be a lesson. Do not buy ships on Wanzen Harbor. It just doesn't work. They don't have the firepower, they don't have the maneuverability, they don't really have any sort of use. I mean, yeah, sure, it's nice that I shot down a helo like that. But really? Was that worth it? If I want to make this ship back, I'm going to have to shoot down 2 or 3 helos. I might be able to get 1 most of the time. I think that's reasonable, that's doable. But getting 2 or 3 that are stupid enough to get that close, not very likely. Anyway, I didn't play that well here. I wonder how the seals did initially. Delta got a couple of kills on the transports there as they were dismounting early on. The seals were able to kill 2 commandosi groups. See, this is why I like combats. This is why I really like combats on a map like this, because they have slightly more firepower, a very high amount of accuracy, and a bit of armor to sustain impacts from small arms fire. They, however, do not fare very well against Conqueror's teams. Lafayette. Hold on, this is the Lafayette that I inherited. So, if I'm not mistaken, then the amount of kills that it got were kills that it got after I inherited it. That would mean that the ship actually did a lot more than 200 points, because a Kula is 150, a command is 100, so that's 200 already, or 250. I killed somewhere in the region of 450 points, something like that. And the Hatsuyuki killed 1 group of Commandosi. Yeah, right. If you get a ship, if you absolutely positively have to get a ship, don't get a Hatsuyuki. It's just not good enough. It is sort of a poor man's AA ship. It has a couple of ship-to-ship missiles on them, but not enough to overwhelm enemy ship defenses. So, just not that good. Oh, there is one thing I'm interested in. UA fighter. This guy was calling everybody noobs, calling everybody out for wrong positioning. 185 points in kills, 260 in losses. His stats aren't that bad, but constantly marking things that your team is not doing right and then not suggesting what they should be doing instead is poor gameplay as far as I'm concerned. That really isn't helping anybody. You're discouraging your own team. You're not saying them where you want them to go, so they're not going to undertake any sort of action, and they're only going to be feeling less inclined to support your forces. So yeah, that didn't really work out for him too well. Anyway, I think that this SEAL team / Delta Force combination has potential, especially when backed up by combat. I'm going to try it again at some point with the Navy SEALs. Probably a combat right from the get-go. Not the light rifleman team, because they just didn't get enough kills to warrant their expense. But overall, I think that the Navy SEALs were very good at chewing through the enemy infantry. So I'm definitely going to keep them in. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you soon for more.